will be no more viewing tonight. The scroll of Shermac, bearer of sad news these many years ago. And so it was that Ganon, Lord of Darkness, had taken over Ptolemac. He had stolen the treasured celestial signs and captured Link. A brave warrior would have to be found to face this evil monster. And so I found this champion of strength and courage. It is you, Princess Zelda. With this magic pendant go forth, and with each sign you gather, so too will you gain knowledge. Find your magic wand, use it wisely, and listen to your allies along the way. Go now, my princess, restore the celestial signs and rescue Link.
Welcome to Zelda's Adventure, an action-adventure role-playing game. As a player, you will adopt the personality of our heroine, Princess Zelda. To play the game successfully, you must explore the great land of Ptolemac. To control Zelda's movement around Ptolemac, move the controller left, right, up, down, and diagonally. The court astronomer Gaspar will introduce the story of Zelda and describe how her quest came about. He will also reappear every time Zelda has successfully completed an underworld shrine and collected one of 7 treasured celestial signs. Another mentor and guide to Zelda is me, Shermac. Throughout the game, I help orient Zelda and guide her. While exploring, Zelda will encounter many enemies that inhabit this land. She must defeat them by using skill and speed. Zelda attacks them with her wand. You employ the wand by pressing Action Button 1. If Zelda is successful at defeating her enemies, she will be rewarded. They will randomly drop rubies and hearts that will increase her currency and life units respectively. Rubies, which are the currency of Ptolemac, can be used to buy useful items and are indicated on the top left corner of the screen. Hearts are the life units that give Zelda strength to fight throughout the game. They are represented on the upper right corner of the play screen. To select an object or a weapon on the inventory screen, press Action Button 2. Once in the inventory screen, you can access useful items and weapons by selecting an object with your cursor and then pressing Action Button 1. Treasures and weapons can be scrolled by pressing the left window button to move left, and by pressing the right window button to move right. The weapon in use appears in the window in the lower right of the inventory screen. If you select a useful item from the Treasures selection, the item will appear in the same window where the weapon selection appeared. Zelda can use only one item or weapon at a time. In Zelda's travels, she will find many locked doors. She must have a key in her possession to pass through these locked entrances. The number of keys in Zelda's possession will appear in the small window in the upper right of the inventory screen. To help navigate through Ptolemac, a map is available by moving your joystick to the map button and then pressing your Action Button 1. There are 2 types of maps, one for the overworld and one for each of the underworlds. The map for the overworld will reveal where you are and where you have traveled. The maps for each of the underworlds will reveal where you are, where you have traveled, and where you need to go to complete your quest. To return to gameplay, press Action Button 2. When you are ready to exit game, move your cursor to Exit button and press Action button 1. You will then arrive at the Save, Continue, and Quit screen. To activate any of these buttons, you must move the cursor to the button and press Action button 1. If you save and quit, you will arrive at the Player Select screen where you have the option to play again or exit game. When you come back to play again, you can restart where you left off by selecting your name. You will then return to the first screen of gameplay with all items and weapons still in the inventory. If you quit without save, you will arrive at the Player Select screen where you have the option to play again or exit game. When you return to gameplay, you will not be able to return to your previous game. However, your status will reflect the last game you saved. If you choose Return to Game, you will arrive at the inventory screen where you press Action button 2, which then returns you to gameplay. Before each game, you must select a name for your hero or heroine. You can choose the Create button by moving the cursor onto the button and pressing Action button 1. This takes you to the Enter Name screen where you type in your name on the keyboard by selecting the desired letters with Action button 1 and then moving your cursor to the Done button and pressing Action button 1 again. This takes you back to the Player Select screen. Here you press Play by selecting the Play button and pressing Action button 1. You will then begin the game. To delete a player's name, place the cursor on the Delete button and press Action button 1 for a 3-second duration. To exit game, place the cursor on the Exit button and press Action button 1. That is all I will reveal for now. The rest is up to you to discover. Zelda, do not be hasty. There is something you must have nearby here. Exploration is the key to your success. I am Shermack, your guide. I have known you since you were a child. You were given a difficult challenge. You will have to go far and overcome great danger. Stay calm and use your knowledge and strength to defeat your enemies. Remember what you learn along the way and persevere. Go now to the one who has a bed but never sleeps, where by its side the red willow weeps, and to its mouth that never speaks. Zelda, Zelda, do not roam unprotected. Look nearby for something to aid you.
traveler of kind intentions has found me at last. I am collapsed with thirst and dryness. Bless you, princess. You have saved the life of a weary old woman. I offer you these treasures.
Oh, fair princess, pity a suffering creature exiled from great Wimbish in the north. I ask only enough for a single meal for my children who hunger and are chilled by the wind. You will be blessed 1,000 times 1,000, fair princess.
Welcome to the Moblin's Head Inn, my princess. You look dry. Have a cup of Andor cider on the house. I have a spell of calm to sell, but it will cost you 100 rubies. That is wise beyond your years. The spell of calm will help you when you need it most. Use it well, and look after yourself on the lonely plain of Andor.
Why spend a whole lifetime being defeated like me? Get it over with. Quit. Go home. Give up. You're patient. I can see you're not one to surrender. All right, take this dagger from me. It may do you more service than it ever did me. I'm so exhausted from my travels. If only I'd known to cross the chasm rift with the ladder, it would have saved me months.
You look like an honest maid. Sit a moment. It is said those who go deep into the earth learn to overcome the sins of greed. That may be true, but I do know this. A candle and a silver key can bring you bliss. Hurry on now, lass. Time's a-wasting.
Come here, bright young lady. I have a wonderful bargain for you. Take some argum herb for free. Then look around. There's plenty to buy. Come here, bright young lady. I have a wonderful bargain for you. Take some argum herb for free. Then look around. There's plenty to buy. That was a wise purchase, young princess.